Good morning. Yeah, I see like most of you are chilled, but maybe you need some goodies. Yeah. So with me here, I have some cool mouse pads. So hopefully like you know what tumechangamka, right? Yeah. So straight, let me just go to introductions and maybe the co-host can help me distribute this. What we need would be starting guys. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'm here to talk about the Microsoft Power Platform. So uh, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Shadrack Kiprotick. I'm a business apps Microsoft MVP and also a Power Platform consultant. I've worked with .NET and also Power Platform, and also like I lead the Power Platform user group Kenya, where we mostly engage with Power Platform products, learning and everything. So basically, that's about me. I always love to connect with people. So on Twitter, you can find me as Miles_Shadrack, and on LinkedIn, Shadrack Kiprotick. So feel free to shoot me a DM and everything, and just to talk about the community and also like stuff with Power Platform. Yeah. So at the end of this, because I'm covering. Yeah, so I'll be covering just an overview of Power Platform. So I won't dive much into the Dynamics 365 items, but basically just an introduction. As I saw the previous speaker had talked mostly about the Power Platform. So we'll be covering the Power Apps, Power Automate, the Power BI, and the Power Virtual Agents, the AI Builder, the Power Pages, and also how to get started with Power Platform. And also like what's new in the Power Platform. So for me, like my story with Power Platform like comes way back. So I normally like love to use this slide. So by just show of hands, who's not from a technical background here? Okay, what courses did you do? Economics. Economics. Okay. Material science. Yes. Finance. Yeah, I also did finance in campus, but I had a passion for technology, and that's why how I got started. So back way when I was in campus, that is in 2018. So I joined the Microsoft Freelance Student Program, where I discovered the Power Platform, and since then, like it's been tons of automations and also like just building apps within the Power Platform. And currently, I'm running the Power Platform User Group Kenya. And recently, I got the Microsoft MVP award. So maybe Francis will be able to talk more about the MVP program and what it's entails. So hopefully, by the end of this session, we'll be having more MVPs, and also like you'll be able to build more on Power Platform. So first of all, Power Platform is a tool for digital transformation, where you see the earlier on, like on how you can be able to build apps very quickly. It's a low code, no code platform where, like, first of all, you can create applications to engage with customers, empower your employees, maybe building applications that's like such as the lead management system, creating an inventory application to track your sales and everything. And as well, you can be able to transform products within your organizations. And something else is optimizing the operations. So some recent statistics just came in like during the COVID breakdown. So around 500 million applications need to be built probably in the next 5 years or so. And we need a pool of developers, and like maybe currently your organization doesn't have the manpower and as well as the and all the like resources to be able to build application. And that's why I had to ask like when like who does not come from a technical background, because basically with Power Platform, you can become a developer yourself and build applications. So like you don't need to go the hard way of writing code, but as well, like if you are also like on the part of writing code, you can be able to extend the capabilities of Power Platform. So those are just some of the statistics. So Microsoft Power Platform is a low-code platform that spans around the Microsoft 365, Azure, Dynamics 365, and also like the standalone application. So we can be able to see that it has got the Power BI for business analytics. So you can be able to create some beautiful dashboards, charts, and everything. The Power Apps for app development. So it's just basic drag and drop, where you can be able to connect to various external sources. So you don't need to worry about where your data is being stored, because there are like some of the things that you can be able to, like something called the data connectors. I'll be able to talk in one of my slides. And also like Power Automate for process automation. So just the normal day-to-day task that you normally do repetitively. So you can be able to automate that process. So, like such as I normally love to give this example of when you want to see attachments within your email. Most of the people here, they normally download the attachments from their email and upload it to OneDrive or something like that. But something you can do with Power Automate, like whenever an email arrives, it just looks for attachment and it automatically uploads to OneDrive or like where you want it to be stored. Next is on the Power Virtual Agents, where you can be able to build some intelligent virtual agents, like something sort of a bot. And then one of the recently added applications was on the Power Pages, where you can be able to create external facing websites for your customers. Because with Power Platform, it's something that is used internally, but you can be able now to build some external facing websites. But as well, like with Power Platform, you can be able to add some people outside your organization into your tenant, and they can be able to use the application. So just by doing this on the Azure Active Directory, and like maybe just one question, who knows the new name for the Azure Active Directory? It recently changed, yes? And maybe you can get a mouse pad. Yeah, so recently Azure Active Directory changed its name. So currently it's called the Microsoft Entra. So yeah, is the guy. Yeah, so anyone who will answer my question, and there are still some other ones. So yeah, so down below here we have the data connectors. So data connectors, something sort of you wrap an API and you can be able to access that data. So sometimes companies worry that like I need to transfer now my data to like where it's stored now into the Microsoft Power Platform, but like you can be able now to access that data from where it is. For instance, if you want to access your Google products, you can be able to build something like a data connector that can be able to access that. And then the AI builder, you can be able to add artificial intelligence, and also the Microsoft Dataverse. It's something like sort of a database for the Microsoft Power Platform. And something that you can be able to see, all these applications are they are powerful alone, but better together. So powerful alone in terms of like you can be able to build an end-to-end product with one of it. But if you incorporate all of them, like they can perform better. So like just think of optimizing your processes. So build an app, automate the processes that are in the app, and then those automation of those data that is being collected on the app, they can go directly to Power BI and also like something else for the Power Pages. So I'm just going to play a clip here.
When we discovered the Power Platform, it was a game changer for us because now our team of just 2 people were able to make responsive changes and add new features as the need surfaced. We needed a technology solution that protected students' information, but also of generate.
And covered and if we made this app.
Okay, sorry about that. Not really sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can just explain what's happening here. So So like this company discovered more about the Microsoft Power Platform, and they were able to, like with just a team of 2 developers, they were able to build applications across the organization. So Power Apps, it just allows users to create custom business applications using drag and drop. And as well, you have the pre-built templates that you can be able to leverage on. And users can be able now to connect with data such as the Excel spreadsheets or where your data is being stored, SharePoint list, build. So basically what you do with the drag and drop is that there's something called the Power FX, which is a low-code language, similar to what you normally have in Excel, the function that you normally use on Excel. Yeah, so for instance, you can be able to see right here, you're building Power Apps applications using the Power FX language, where you just have like something sort of the Excel-like functions. And with that, you can be able to achieve more with the Power Apps. And then
typically, when we try to build an app,
okay, sorry, I just have to skip the videos because the sound is not really good. So Power Automate, as I mentioned earlier on, it's a workflow automation tool that can be used for approvals, notification, and also like data validations. So from the screenshots that we see here, over here was like something about GPT-3. So you can basically see that you can be able to create a report based on the Twitter tweets that are being tweeted based on certain topics. For instance, what you can see here, what's happening here, it's such tweet, and then it passes in a JSON file, and then the inputs there, and then the GPT-3 creates a summary of the tweets, the trending topics, for instance. And then after that, it posts like notification on Teams. And what you can be able to see here, it's something like sort of a Twitter report where the old flow goes, and then it posts now the trending topics. So for instance, when you saw like something about the M-Pesa fail, so like you let me just basically use an example of your company where you want to see all the tweets that your company has been mentioned and create a report of it. Maybe input also like the sentiment and analysis just to know if it's positive, negative, or neutral. And then post a report of that like into the Teams channel, into your email. So like Power Automate has all those capabilities there. And this is a screenshot that like you see like with the GPT-3 and everything, with the AI and everything, or like everything is just possible. And then why use Power Automate? So like, first of all, it's automating repetitive tasks. It creates workflows. You can be able to integrate with other applications. And some good news is that Power Platform has got 900 plus data connectors. So all these connectors here. So like I mentioned earlier on that you don't need to worry about where your data is being stored, but with these now you can be able to connect easily now to your data and be able now to access them from Power Apps, like using the data connectors. And also for the Procode developers, Procode, like you can be able to combine the normal programming language and also like the low-code language to be able to build these data connectors. And you can be able to get certified by building a data connectors. For instance, if you think of a service like M-Pesa, you want to integrate it with the Power Platform. So you can build an API around the Daraja API and be able now to put that within the Power Platform. So these are like some of these data connectors are being built by people like you, and then some of them are being built by Microsoft. So and also like something else is your company might be having their own APIs. So you can be able now to build all those data connectors now, and you can be able to access them from Power Platform. And I'll be showing you on how you can be able to do that with independent connectors, and you can be able to get certified with that. So Power BI Basic is just a business intelligence tool that can be used to create interactive visualizations and also like reports. And you can be able to see on the GIF there, it's very interactive. You can be able to like create a finance report. And all these you can be able to access via the Power BI desktop, Power BI service, and also the Power BI mobile. So with Power BI as well, it comes with a Power Query editor where you can be able to tweak your data to how you want it to be. So like with that, you can. I just have to change my internet. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that as well. So I believe now it's going to be smooth transition. Yeah, so I was mentioning about the Power Query editor. So you want sometimes to tweak your data to like whatever like version you want. So like Power BI comes with a Power Query editor where you can be able to do that. And you can be able to see like sometimes you find some null values, some as like some invalid data types. So with Power Query editor, you can be able to achieve that. And then the Power Virtual Agents is just basically to empower everyone to easily build conversational bots and to be able to respond rapidly to your customers and as well your employees at a large scale. So there is a company based in the US which built all like Power Virtual Agents, and it was able to process like 40,000 conversations within a span of like, for instance, in a tourism company. So like there are times where it's high peak and the employees cannot be able to have those requests at once. So what they did is that they built a conversational chatbot with Power Virtual Agents, where whenever a customer wants to ask some inquiries like within the organization, the bot can easily communicate with them and leaving now the employees now to concentrate on other tasks and achieving like 40,000 conversations, like it's quite huge. And then the AI builder, where you can go to add intelligence into your business applications. So basically on how you can be able to achieve this with AI builder, like you don't really need to like have those machine learning knowledge and everything. So it's just a very simple process on you, like for you to be able to add intelligence into your application. So first of all, you choose an AI model type. So like we have the custom models and also like we have the pre-built models. So custom models is like which are kind of specific now to your organization. And then the pre-built one are already like they are similar across all the businesses. Like for instance, the business card readers. So like those spans are across most of the organizations, but like something like custom, like you want something that can be able to extract some of the information from your PDF files. So like that is something that is custom to your organization. So that is the first step. You choose your AI model type. And then next is connecting to your data, and you need at least 15, like for instance, for like something that has got the images, you need at least 15 images from both like what you want to achieve, and then you can go now to train the model. And then tailoring the model to meet your needs. For instance, you want to process some invoices. Like a company has got like I just normally use like 1,000 invoices at one day, and you want to extract the information there, like the invoice number, the customer name, the customer address, and everything. And you just have got like maybe 5 employees who do that. So like you see the kind of tasks that are there. It's very manual, it's very tedious, and human are prone to errors. So with Power Automate now with the AI builder, you can now be able to do that, like such that tailoring now the model to meet your needs, like you want some specific information from that invoice. So having now uploaded now and connected to your data, you can now be able to tailor your model. And then training the model basically takes less than 10 minutes and you have your model ready. And then you can now be able to use the model in your application. And for you to use the model, you need to publish it and like so that you can be able now to use it. And some good news, like earlier on, you weren't able to share your model, but nowadays you can now be able to share your model to someone else and they can be able to use it. And it has got some specific scores, like depending on how you've been able to train the model, how many data you've used there. Like for instance, the high precision, it can be like from 80% upward. And then like we have like something like mid and then the lowest. Yeah. So like that is just ready for that. And for the pre-built models, like you just easily connect it and you can be able to use it within your applications. And then the Power Pages is just basically creating external facing websites that allows users outside your organization to access data within your application. So, and this is just something that came last year from Microsoft, which is the Power Pages, and you can easily choose from the 16 new business solution templates. So you don't need to like start from scratch. And also like the good news is that you can go to extend now the capabilities of the Power Pages with the Pro Code tool. So you can be able to fine tune your layout with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and make changes directly to your code. And like, for instance, like in VS Code, and then publish now what you have. So on the button here, like when you're on the Power Pages page, you can be able to see that edit code, like it's in red. So when you do that, it will automatically open on VS Code, and you can fine tune now the layout for the Power Pages that you're using and publish it. So you don't really need to like have like the developer skills, but you can just easily do that with the Power Pages. And then Power Platform in actions. So you can be able to see like these are like has been the stages that Power Platform has been able to come up with. So like they started right from there. That was the version 3, and then in 2022, 2021, and then 2019. So those are just some of the new extension that has been added now into the Power Platform. And like 2019 was one of the greatest, which was on the AI Builder, when you can bring your AI now into Power Platform. And then currently we have the Copilot that is running on the Power Platform as well, and the Dynamics 365. So I know like most of you are familiar with the Copilot and how you can go to achieve these. So as well as these, like I can be able to show you on how you can be able to do a Copilot and build a fully functioning application, an end-to-end solution with AI Builder. So just by keying some questions there, like I want to build an inventory sales application, I want to build a leave management system, you can go to do that with the Copilot that's been added now into the Power Platform. And then, so how to get started, we have like some M365 developer program. So if your organization doesn't have the required license for you to get started, you can just easily join 365 developer program, where you're given like around 25 user licenses. So for instance, you have like some people you want to test an application with, just develop, like learn and everything. So you can just be able to easily join the M365 developer program, where it includes like 25 user licenses. And then like fully loaded with some sample data, which has like in 16 sample users. And it has all the Office 365 licenses, apps, and everything you need for your Power Platform development. You can be able to create an environment, the Azure Active Directory, and also like it has got the advanced analytics with the Power BI. So what you'll get here is your domain name, like mytenant.onmicrosoft.com. So if it's me, I'll be able to get something like Shadrack.onmicrosoft.com. And it has got like this subscription, it's renewable. So like once you get started now, you can go to start, like it has got a 90-day subscription, where it's like you can go to easily renew it. So like you're wondering like should I buy a license and everything like for me to learn Power Platform? But no, you can go to easily jump into the M365 developer program. And sometimes people don't really know that their organization has enabled this for them. So like you can just easily go into the Office 365 license and be able now to access it. So, and also like we have the Power Apps developer plan, where you can be able to share now your solutions for collaborations and connect to any data source, and full access now to the Microsoft Dataverse. Yeah, which it has got about like a limit of 750 flows per run, and like 2 GB of database size, and also like you can get like 3 free environments for you to run. So you can be able to create that using the from the admin center. So I was just going to do a short demo on the Copilot, because like that is something that is still new in town. And just to show you an overview of the Power Apps Studio and how it looks like. Okay. So this is just the view of the Power App Studio. Just a minute it loads. Yeah. So basically, like you can be able to see on top here, which is the AI builder. Let's build an app, and what should it do? And we've been given some sample keywords that you can be able to use to achieve that. And down below here, we have the other ways to create an application, which is start with data, start with page design, and start with an app template, everything like that. Yeah. And then something else that came also like was on the Figma. So like if you've got some Figma designs with like in Figma, you can go to easily pull that like that sketch, and it can be able to build a fully functioning application. So with this now for the AI models here, on this side here, you can be able to see the AI models. So I mentioned that we have the custom and the pre-built ones. It's a black screen, but I will read. So just right on top there. So I'm just going to key in like build a lead management system. Because most of these tools being used by the Power Platform are normal internal, and some of the things that the usual employees build. Once I've been able to do that, so I'll just click on this. And then the Copilot now generates the various tables that I'm supposed to use within my leave management system. Yeah, so like that's what we have there. And that like those are just some of the dummy data that like that comes with it. So you can be able to see it has already established a field name called name, the leave type, which is like vacation, sick, emergency, and other. And then the start date, the end date, and then the status if it's approved pending. So like for instance, I need to add something else, maybe the department. So add so like just below here, I'll describe what needs to be changed. So add a column for department. Yeah. So like what's gonna do, like it's going to create a new table, like for the leave management system. Yeah. So it's been updated, and you can be able to see it has already added a column for the department. So once I'm satisfied with what the Copilot has done, I'll just click on create application here. So you can go to create now in your environment. So it's creating the application for me, and I'll be having an end-to-end solution with Power Platform. So like this is just something that you can easily get started with. And also like for the Canva and also like the pre-built template, that's already there if you're starting to learn about the Power Platform. So it's creating the application for me, and I'll be having to have an application in a few minutes. The same thing as well happens with the Power Automate. You can be able to also like have the Copilot in Power Automate. So this is just for Power Apps, but for Power Automate, you can be able to achieve the same. Maybe you just describe it what you want to achieve, and a Power Automate flow to be able to automatically reply my emails and everything like that, and it will automatically generate it for you. So It's still loading. Maybe I can pick some questions before like we have this up. Any questions?
The question. Questions.
Yeah, so we have our application ready, and you can be able to see it has been able to build for me the whole fully functioning application. So if I can just click on play here, you can be able to see this is a fully functioning application where you can be able to create a new record there and be able to see the status that you want. So just click on new here and start now filling in. So the ID, it will automatically generate from the HR department, the status, but you can as well try to now tweak it now to meet your needs. Yeah, like for instance, the name should be there by default, so that you can be able to adjust that on Power Platform. Okay, we can just come here. Lock this. So like depending on what field you want to see it here. And on top here, we have the formula bar where you can go to add now the formulas that you want to use within the Power Platform. So if I can just come here, I want like by default to show me like who's logged in into the system. So I'll just come and create in a function here. Yeah, so like for instance, I will like that, so I can easily get started with it. So I'm logged in by default. I can try to disable this field so that at any point, no one can edit this. I can disable this field. So like depending on how now you want to start structuring now your application, because the Copilot has already done the most for you. So you just need to come now and do some some twist. And then once you're done, you can now be able to continue now with your applications and like that. So by default, it creates it on the Microsoft Dataverse, but you can as well try to change your data source. So these are where you can go to add your data. So like you can go to see it's on Microsoft Dataverse, it's here, and you can go to add data easily. So the connectors that I mentioned here, it's on this side here. You can go to see all the connectors that we have. And it's actually a ton of them. We have the Africa stocking, the AccuWeather, weather, the Adobe Creative Cloud. You see the Africa stocking, airtime, SMS, voice APIs, that you can easily do that. So you see, I cannot be able to scroll for like there are around 900 plus data connectors, and some of them are premium, some of them you can go to use it. Okay. So on this other side as well, we have the Power Automate. So you can easily create your new Power Automate flow inside here, or you can just connect with the ones that you already have. So currently, I don't have any Power Automate running on this account, but this is where you can go to add your Power Automate now into the Power App solution. And as well, these are just the collections and the variables that you create inside the application. So just think of this the way you normally build your application, creating the variables and everything. So this is like as well, you can go to do that with this. And then advanced tools are like opening the monitor and everything. Yeah. So I can take some 2 questions, and then we can just have a chat later on regarding these, and I can answer more questions after this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Anthony Mlinge. I have a question. related to Power Apps. Okay, do guest users need a license to be able to use Power Apps?
Okay, yeah, so they don't, like, they can be given a trial one, and they can go to access it. So like what you normally do with this, you add them on the Entra. So the Entra where you add now the guest users into your application. And then we have some licenses that you can go to use for Power Apps inside now the Entra ID. So depending on the environment that you're working with, and they can go to like use it, use the licenses there.
Hi, Kevin, I have a question on the Copilot. Is it already rolled out to everyone or is it still under few users who are able to use it?
It's still under a few users, but of course with the M365 developer program, you can go to use it. This environment, it's not running within, it's running in the US area. So that's where now they are starting to roll out. So yeah, but also like with some of the programs that we have, like such as the MVP program, we normally have the early previews for these items here. So yeah.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I am Eva. I wanted to ask, I saw that there is a risk about those early previews if you do them in your, if you test them in your production environment. Yeah,
I never saw that.
yeah, with those preview ones that now if you do them in your production and not test, there's something that is not okay.
I've never encountered that, so like maybe I won't be of much help now, like on that. Yeah. But have you ever tried using the Copilot? Oh, maybe because it's still in preview. Yeah, because like you can be able to see on top here, it's still saying like it's on preview. So like some of the things might not work as expected because it's still like being rolled out on some few users. So like maybe that's why. Okay. Do you have any other question? So we can interact maybe after the session, and you can still ask some of the questions that you have. So thank you so much. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the day.